In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to send HTTP requests in make.com. We'll walk through building a simple scenario that calls any web API, and I'll share practical tips so your requests work the first time. First, open Make and head to the Scenarios area. This is where all your automations live. Create a new scenario to start from a blank canvas so we can focus purely on the HTTP call. On the module picker, search for and select the HTTP app, then choose Make a Request. This is the most flexible HTTP module, perfect for talking to REST APIs. Begin with authentication. Pick the type the API expects, such as none for public endpoints, basic for username and password, API, key for header or query-based keys, or OAuth 2 for token-based services. If you create a connection, Make stores it securely and reuses it across scenarios. Next, add the full request URL. Use HTTPS whenever possible and avoid trailing slashes or stray spaces that can cause errors. If you'll pass dynamic values, map them with fields from earlier modules instead of hard coding them. Choose the HTTP method. Get retrieves data, post creates, put or patch updates, and delete removes. Match the method to the API's documentation. Add any headers the API requires. Common ones are accept and content type. If you're sending JSON, set content type to application JSON. If your API key belongs in a header, put it here. Keep header names consistent and avoid duplicates. If the API expects query parameters, add them in the dedicated section rather than manually appending them to the URL. Make will handle proper encoding for you. Select a body content type if your method sends data. For JSON, choose application JSON and provide a valid JSON object. For form encoded or multi-part data, pick the matching type and fill out the fields. Make sure the body format and the content type header agree. Decide whether to parse the response. Enabling parsing lets make automatically expose structured outputs like fields from a JSON response, which makes mapping much easier. If you expect raw or binary data, you can turn parsing off. If the endpoint returns multiple pages, select a pagination type that matches the API, such as limit offset or a next link approach. Start with conservative limits while testing to avoid pulling too much data. Save your configuration, then run the scenario once. Watch the execution inspector to see the status code, headers, and the parsed output. If you get errors, check the URL, method, headers, body format, and authentication. Once it runs cleanly, you're ready to map those outputs to the rest of your scenario and build powerful API-driven automations.